Hello, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, not good afternoon, good night YouTube. So my name is Nur Muhammad from Malaysia and I'm back with another watch review. So this is my watch. Okay, so what better to kick off a new year with my own personal watch watch buy. Okay, so this is my first ever watch buy of the year, which is a vintage Seiko 7690, which is the Seiko 5 Actus. Okay, so so as you can see here, it is written Seiko 5 Actus, and it's written here there is an SS. I am not really sure what that is. That means it has a 25 jewels. Okay, so where did I bought this? So for those who followed me on my Instagram, which is at MAMATLXR, so you know that I have been to Japan in January. So I've been there twice actually. So on the second trip, I went there and I went to this place called Nakano. So there are lots of vintage stores, watch stores there, and there are lots of anime or manga. So for those of you who really love manga or vintage or Japanese animation, please go to Nakano. And if you are a watch nut like me, so you can go there and check out vintage Seikos, vintage Citizen, and also quite a lot more other Swiss brands as well. Okay, so I've traded in my my vintage 1974 Timex for quite a good price, and for a return I need to have something, from Japan. So I bought this one. Okay, so Seiko 5 Actus 6106. Okay, so let's get the dimension out of the way first. So this is a 36 mil. It mentioned in the spec, it mentioned 36 millimeters diameter, but I've measured it and I've got 37 millimeters. So yeah, maybe 36 or 37. So the lug to lug, as you can see here, this is a lugless or what do you call this, hooded lugs. From here to here is about 40 millimeters. The thickness, because of that superb and faceted mineral hard lead crystal, yeah, we'll talk about that later. The thickness is about 13 millimeters and the lug width is 18 millimeters. Okay, so the dimension out of the way. So let's talk. Usually my style, I would like to do to talk about some things that I don't like the most. Okay, so what is the things that I don't like the most is basically this clasp. Yep, this is typical vintage class. At that time, I've dated this watch to 1973, so it is effectively 44 years old right now. So yeah, it is typical of a cheap stamp class of that era, and it has this just a snap-on class here. It is fortunately it is signed Seiko 5 Actus, which is really cool. Okay, and the bracelet itself, yes, you can see here, this is a very unique folded clasp. I've never seen a Seiko with this type of design anymore. And of course, this is a folded clasp, so it is a pain in the ass to adjust. But luckily, when I bought this watch, it is already it was the micro adjustment is on here, so I've just moved it here so it fits my wrist. Okay, so I think the previous owner was just a little bit his wrist is maybe under 7 inches. Okay, mine is 6.75. so yes, it is a simple, you can see here, there is a hole for the spring bar. And yeah, it's nice strap. It doesn't really catch my arm, so not my arm, my hair, but yeah, anyway, so it's cool. So I would like to preserve this strap. Oh, sorry, I haven't done a wristwatch check today. I am wearing my Vostok Komandorski. Yeah, Vostok Komandorski 38 millimeters. Okay, so let's get to the watch itself. So I've put it on this mesh bracelet, which I will review later on. So let's get to the watch itself. So of course, the first thing that struck me in the beginning, and which makes it really interesting for me to buy this watch, is that faceted, faceted hard lead crystal. So it looks so beautiful under under direct sunlight. Yeah, it kind of course it made the crystal made it difficult to see the time, but yeah, it's very unique. You can see there's a flat surface over here, another surface over here, another surface over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 surfaces. But if you go a bit, I'm not sure if the camera can capture this. There's a few more surface on here as well. So yeah, it's not a straightforward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but there are a few other surfaces that you can only see by naked eye, so I can't really show you any video. Yeah, maybe you can see over here, yeah, like there and there and there and there. So total of 9 surfaces. I wonder how do they cut this crystal. Okay, so that is really the main attraction of this watch. Okay, second is that dial. I'm not sure if it is what color actually it is. So in some light it looks like maroon, in some light it looks like a dark red or something like that, but it is a very, very attractive dial. So it features a stick indices and applied indices on only at 3 o'clock. There's no applied indices because there is a dead window over there. So let's see if I can zoom in. Yep, so you can see there is an applied Seiko logo over there, a printed 5 Actus over here, and SS. I'm not really sure what SS means. If you guys know, please do give me a comment down below on what is the meaning of the SS. And of course there is a small minute track right there, very, very tiny. I'm not really sure how I'm going to use that anyway. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, and of course this day and date window. Okay, so now it's almost 11 p.m, so that is why the 11 is going down there. And this is the kanji, which I really like because I can speak Japanese, guys. So yeah, I know my Japanese very well, so I love and when my watch has kanji written on it. Okay, so let's talk about the movement. The movement is this 6106 movement, which surprisingly is hackable. Okay, so if we pull this crown out, you can see that there's second hand stop. So that is a really, really cool feature, to have for a vintage watch. And of course, you can't hand wind this, but you can shake it. Okay. So as you can, I'm not sure if you can hear the rotor. It's not really that loud, because if I compare it to the modern days 7S26, it's really, really loud. But this one, when I'm wearing this one, it doesn't. The rotor sound is not really that bad. So it's pretty well contained inside the case. Okay, let's talk about the case. The case features a brush top and a polished side. You can see there, that is a polished side. Okay. And of course, another brush top over here. So I'm wondering why haven't Seiko retained this case shape, because it is so beautiful. Because you can see quite a lot of multiple finishing and multiple shapes over here. So it's really cool. It's like a spaceship, So the case is consists of 3 parts, which is this case back, the center case, and this circle ring over here. I think it is pressure fitted to the watch case itself. So we have this superb multi, it's not really a straightforward design. I have to say I really, really love the this case design of that era. So yeah, I really like it. Okay, so yeah, you can see there is some condensation under the crystal. I'm not sure. If I decided to keep this watch, I will have to send it for a service. Maybe the gasket is is already become hard or something. That's why you can see a condensation under the crystal. Okay, so let's take a look at the case back. So this case back features a screw down case back. You can see here the water resistance I think is gone already. Inside the spec sheet, it mentioned that it has a 30 meters water resistance, which I am pretty sure is gone because the gasket is already become cracked or something. It mentioned here 6106, and of course I've dated it to 1973. Okay, so all in all, okay, so what do I think about this watch? Man, I love this watch. I never really thought that I'm gonna say this, but I do love this watch because of the superb, you know, faceted crystal look, the gorgeous red dial, the hooded lugs. Okay, so this 18mm hooded lug, which makes it you know, it doesn't look big on the wrist at all. So let's put it on the wrist. Okay, so okay, one here and over here. Yeah, so this is how it looks on my 6.75-inch wrist, which looks really cool, really retro looking. Of course, this is a vintage watch. It sits really well on my wrist, you know, no complaints there. And I kind of, you know, I kind of liking a smaller watch these days. So yeah, thank you TGV Tristano at the Urban Gentry channel for, you know, so for giving me that that confidence to use smaller watches. Okay, starting from the Zin 556A. So ever since I've had the Zin 556A, which is this one, I've managed to pull off smaller watches. This is a 38.5mm, this is a 38mm, and this is a 36mm. So really cool. I really do like smaller watches right now. Okay, so do you guys have any the similar watches as this watch, Seiko 5 Actus? If you do, please do let me know your user experience by leaving a comment down below. So I hate that condensation. I really hate that foggy thing, you know, so it annoys me. I really need to get this watch for a full service to lube it up and to put a new gasket inside it. So I think that's all for my review. It's a great buy from Japan, which is a country that I really love. Oh, sorry, you should do a Lume check. Okay, so since this is a 44 years old watch, so I'm not really the Lume is basically dead, but you can still see the Lume. So let's charge it up a bit. Sorry about that, guys, I've hit the camera. Okay, and yep, let's see if you can see the Lume. Oh no, you can't. Sorry, hold on, I need to off that light. Okay, do you guys see any Lume? Nope, not at all. Sorry, it's basically dead. It's basically dead. So let me show you the supposed to be Lume pips. Let me see if I can show you the Lume pips. Zoom in a bit more. Yeah, on top of each indices, you can see here there is a small circle dots over here, right? So all of this used to be a Lume, but it's basically dead right now. So yeah, can't really help it. It's a very old watch. Okay, so anyway, so to wrap it up, I think this is a great buy if you are into vintage watches. If you happen to visit Japan anytime soon, please go to Nakano. So it is located somewhere around Shinjuku area. So if you if you are a vintage watch lover, please go to Nakano and shop a bit for this watch and the likes of it. Okay, so if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of this kind of video, please give me a subscribe. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.